Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Great that you're here. Let's talk about Pundi X. Great opportunity. I think this will do very, very well in the long term. This has not seen the light of day of any sort of bull run. This has not seen any sort of hype yet. And there's some awesome products coming. So stay tuned, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to cryptocurrency, hit the subscribe, hit the bell button. You'll start now. Every day I do content, and this is Wealth Wednesdays where I talk about a coin for the future. See you in a second. Right, let's talk about it. This is a one that I like, but also I'm invested in as a challenge. Right, let me explain this challenge. So in the link below, I have a Telegram group in the pinned post. When you go onto there, you'll see people talk about Pundi. We have in the channel made a challenge. From the 10th of April this year, we said we'd invest $100 in, and in 5 years' time, we can either sell it or keep it. Okay? The rules are, you've got one opportunity within that frame, within that 5 years, up until 2023, to sell it at a top and rebuy low. Okay, so for example, if we have a monumental bull run potential in the next 5 years, we can sell at the peak of that, but you've got to reimburse the amount of money that you've made from the profit back into it again at a lower price to accumulate. That is the game. Okay, so if you want to join in, jump in the Telegram group. Happy to help you out. It's good fun. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the fundamentals. I think this is going to be one of the bangs of the decade, essentially, if that makes sense. Why? I think this has got potential to do what Ripple did. Not in terms of going to $3. Don't misinterpret me. But if this goes to 6 cents, it's 100x. I think that is very, very, very possible with this coin. 6 cents from where it is right now. Hear me out. There's certain elements within this coin that has got fundamentals that will go in its favour. Coin burns. Giveaway. But you'll see, once you go through the whole video, you'll see exactly why I think this and the maths behind it and all that kind of good stuff in terms of how you figure out the market cap. So if you want to learn the boring stuff of maths in terms of how to predict coins and why certain elements of coin predictions look really stupid, and probably because they are, like VeChain, for example, $45. Oh yeah, a coin's going to get 200 trillion market cap. No, it's not going to happen. So I want to teach you that. So stick around for that. You will like that because it's really easy, and it also makes you think, hold on a minute. You can troll people on YouTube. It'd be great. You'll love it. So let's talk about it. What is it? We need to talk about that. What the staking element of it is, the coin burns, and obviously the technology. So let's go through it first with the tech. What is it? Now, open platform. This is brand new. Caught me off guard. It's brand new. No idea what it is. When you look at it, you think, oh, okay. I've not played with it because it's not out. I've not seen it. It's not out. You've not seen any videos of it yet. It's one of those things where it's just fresh off the press. So this is basically their platform, which allows other tokens, customized tokens, to be used on their platform. Fantastic move. Why? If I reverse engineer that a bit, let's talk about what actual Pundi is all about. It's all about this. Buy, sell, and accept cryptocurrency anywhere in the world with a POS system. Okay, XPOS, point of sale. Now, I'm not going to put the video on it, but all it is a very simple cash machine. So imagine this is a cash machine. It's an iPhone, sorry. It'll sit on the counter of a desk. It'll have a QR code you'll put in off your wallet. Bear with me. I've got the X wallet on my phone because I'm holding a tiny, tiny bag. $100 for the challenge, obviously. You never know. Now, when you're using this, you've got your wallets. Mine's obviously empty at the minute. You probably can't see. But ultimately, you put your money in there. You'll then press it to send, and it'll go. Now, this, for example, here, Bitcoin, show to POS. I've got nothing in there. So it's a virtual card. All you'll do is you'll go, ding, off it goes. Cool. So this is going to be good. it's got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pundi, and BNB at the moment, but what this is going to do is bring more to the masses. That's what that open platform is. Anyways, this is what it's all about. Instant transactions, on the go, using your phone, in shops, ease. No bloody contactless Visa payments, charging, all that crap. It supports multiple currencies as it stands, but that is going to change with that open platform. It's going to allow more cryptocurrencies to go on it. And you've obviously got XPass, where it's an easy tap card. XPass on here, if I just go back onto this again, I do apologise. XPass is what I've just showed you, okay? It's where it's on the go mobile app and you can use it, but you've also got scans as well. You can scan the QR codes and you can save the addresses in your wallet. So it's pretty cool how it all works. I like it a lot in terms of easy use. I'm one of these very enthusiastic investors who likes simplicity and convenience. I'm a convenience guy. I like things that are simple for the user. It's going to create adoption. A lot of people go to me and go, well, I don't like it because of this, that and the other. But you've also got to think, well, it's really, really easy. It's going to create a bit of a ripple effect in terms of use case scenario. We need that real use case. So this gives you that. So that's a payment card. It's really, really smart. It looks quite cool. Obviously, these are the XPasses where you get the actual virtual card on your mobile phone and you can use it. And this is kind of the product lines that they've got. So they've got the XPOS Handy is where if you're like, say, a mobile hairdresser, okay, cool, you can take that with you. This is the XPOS, which you use in stores, and obviously you've got the desk. The desk is obviously the much bigger element of it, where it's a much bigger system, but you kind of got to be rooted in a place, you know, like a big cash till basically. So they've got plenty of different ones. Now let's look at X Wallet. This is where you got the wallet function. Now this is what I've got on my phone. And it's basically a wallet that you can sync with your private keys. You can sync it to your Ledger and your MyEther wallet if you so wish to, because it's got your own private key. So mine's on there, but I also have it on my new address, my MyEther wallet. So it's all linked with that. And I'm also staking, but I'm going to come into that in a minute. So it's simple. It is a really simple one. Whenever you go onto the wallet every day, you get a little cash dispensary, like a couple of pence. Every day, which isn't too bad, but also you get this. Now I want to talk about this now. You can stake it for up to a year. FX tokens. This is the token that is going to be used for the functionality of it. Okay, simple as that really. You've got usage, functions, simple. One's going to be burnt for the other. I'm going to talk about that because that is very, very important for fundamentals. When you look at this, this is about a 90-day period. I'm going to talk about that in a second, of why that is vastly important to the total supply of the circulating supply. So not the total supply, but the circulating supply. It's coming down at a great rate and the price now to buy Pundi is very low. It's going to increase over time with usage, but it's also going to increase because the supply is going to get lower. Remember that. So that is that wallet side of it, the staking elements of it. Open platform, the brand new thing that I mentioned right at the start. This is where it supports blockchain developers and digital asset issuers and business to freely apply to list their custom digital assets onto the Pundi X ecosystem. Wow. So what does this mean is you can probably put any crappy token on it, not crappy, but you know what I mean, a shitcoin, onto it. So if you're in a store and you've made your own token, you could do that with a smart contract. You can put that on the POS system. Cool. You can put anything you want on it. Pretty cool. But you can also put crap tokens on there as well that people may be holding. So it depends on you. So as a use case scenario, it's just going to open it up to more doors, more functions, more people. It's a pretty awesome element. In terms of the token, this is it. Pundi token. Have a little look at it. It's pretty cool. It works in such a simple way. And that is the flow of it. I know that is really boggling, but we're not going to go into that too much. But it's all about the ecosystem and how it all works, and this is kind of how it works and all that kind of good stuff. Obviously the white paper, I don't want to go too much into these sorts of, honestly people just go, oh, boring, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, function X, let's talk about this. This is the function that allows elements to happen. It's simple really. This is all to do with the blockchain phone. Well, hey, functionality. Now this is where you think about how it all works. This is powered by the function X token. This is where people can be using their token to do certain elements with the phone, and also it's got value. You can pay for the products and stuff, so it's cool. At the minute, it's quite a cool thing to have. Blockchain technology on phones, we don't know if it's going to take off yet. It's very, very new. But ultimately, there's always an opportunity there for people to try it out. In terms of the vision, this is essentially about decentralized internet, and you can stake the token, get this token essentially, by Pundi. Now Pundi is used for the system for payment solutions, but also if you hold Pundi you get this, which is great. For every Pundi that is used, or whatever's used on this function X, Pundi tokens are burned. I'm going to talk about that in a second, which is why the fundamentals of investing low and selling high is massive when you've got a coin that's going to burn its supply. It's going to get more scarce, isn't it? So when you think about this, you think, right, cool, I'm not going to go over it too much. As I said, people will knock off and go, oh, this is boring. But this is all about the phone element and the decentralized internet within the phone capability. It's got a token for it, so it's pretty cool. It works in a very simple way. You use it, you get tokens. You use tokens to get things. Simple as that. But in terms of it creating its supply, it's been made from Pundi via the staking, the POS system. If I go onto the Twitter, this is where people get a bit excited because it's like, oh, cool. For every resulting conversion of FX tokens, what's been made via the staking, Pundi's been burnt. So it's about 1 billion a day, over 1 billion a day essentially, right? Over 90 days. It's just over that. It's roughly going to be 100 billion tokens going to go off the supply of Pundi. That is huge. Pretty much 50%, by the way, in terms of total supply. It's massive, okay? So if you look at the circulating supply, we've got a total supply of 274 billion. It's pretty large, okay? It is a large sum of tokens, but it's gradually coming down by 1 billion a day. For 90 days, it's about 1.1 billion, so it'll work out roughly about 100 billion. Wow. That is going to make a massive difference to the price over time. We've still got this till July. We've only done 15 days of it. We've still got a lot more to go. So we've roughly burnt about 17 billion tokens right now, which is mental when you think about it, considering the supply. But 100 billion is a lot. So what do you reckon? It's pretty cool. I like the idea of it. I am personally just investing $100 of this, but I want to try and echo it out to show you guys how money is made in this market. It's all about money. Money flow, fundamentals, developments, future estimations. Now, you can go into YouTube and people will go, oh, it's going to be worth this, that and the other, it's going to be worth that. I think 100x is reasonably ambitious but possible. It's 100x. Okay, that means if you put $1,000 in, you get 100 times back. So basically, let's do the sums. Come on now. So if you put in $1,000, cool. It's a substantial amount of money if you've not got it. You could potentially looking at that over a period of time. Possible. Is it possible? Yes. Why? I've lived through bull runs before. This has never had a bull run. This has got a perfect real use case for use. It's got partnerships. It's got everything. I'm not going to go through all the jargon of it. I could, but I like to keep saying people will apologies, knock off. They have a lot of industry influencers. This is it here. They've got a lot of use cases. They've got a lot of partnerships. It's a very new company still. It's still very untrue, tested, tried, whatever, good stuff. But ultimately, it's possible to do 100x if you invest at the right time. I think now is a great time to invest, and I'm looking to bag in up a bit more of this, in my honest opinion. Diversifying, taking some money out of other coins and just putting it into Pundi, because I think accumulating this is more rewarding over the asset class of cryptocurrency to be used as a thing, payments, obviously. So this is the kind of the wild card really, where it could go up. Now with the supply coming down massively, usage and the use of the actual element of the POS system is going to create a thing called usage, volume, utility. There we go, that's a word. It's possible that it could do it. It could also go higher. 100x to some people is like, what? That is mental. It's not. I've seen coins do it all the time. 100x over a period of time. Other bull run. ETHOS, a wallet, pretty shabby now in terms of price, but that went all the way up. Let's have a look. I'll show you. This did 125x from its ICO. Now at 12 cents, it was like, what was it? Ooh, wow. about $12. Oh, it wasn't. Was it? Yeah, give or take. I think it's about $8 or $9 from 5 cents. Okay, so you can kind of get my idea. So it's not impossible, but I want to teach you something. Now, what you need to do is this. If you go on CoinMarketCap, whether you love it or hate it, just go on it. If you go down to the bottom, there's a little thing here called FAQs. If you go onto market capitalization, it tells you how to actually do it. You need to reverse engineer it a little bit. So, if that makes sense, if you don't start with the market cap because it's pointless, because you're going to get the answer anyways. You know it. You've got to go from the price and the circulating supply. Now, how do you predict a coin? Now, let's look at Bitcoin. Okay, it's simple, really. If someone is going to estimate a 20k Bitcoin, you've got to times that by the circulating supply to kind of get what the market cap is going to be. This is where it's not going to be set in stone, but you've got to look at it in terms of, am I being realistic here? That's what you've got to ask yourself. That would mean it would be a $350 billion asset in market capitalization. Does that make sense? Good. Now, why am I saying this? That is obviously a realistic estimation. Personal opinion, not fact. But people start coming up with these mental predictions that, VeChain's going to go to like $50. Is it bollocks, is it? Because look, let's look at this. Let me just do this, because I might need to do it. It may be a massive number. So if you look at VeChain, right, this is an example because it's got a high cap coin. I will do it, say, with Pundi. Now, when you look at this, you go, right, it is currently at, what is it? 0.006406 times by, oh my word, 55, 4, it's huge, by the way. Not that you've ever noticed that at all. So that is the current price, and that is a market cap. That is showing you how it works. Now, what happens is this. I'm going to do it all over again. People put in a stupid number like $40. We're going to go to $40, guys. We're going to make billions and trillions of money. You're not. Now, you've got to look at this. You think, right, cool, it's awesome amount of money. 55, 5, 4, 5, 7, 3, 4, 800. So basically, people are explaining to others that they are going to make a lot of money by what? Predictions. That would mean that it's a lot of money. It's 2.2 trillion. So, when you see overzealous predictions, you've got to look at that. You go, hold on a minute. You think that the capitalization of one coin is going to be 2 trillion. Bearing in mind, the whole industry will have to follow it. Bear in mind, the stock market is about 30 to 35 trillion at the moment. You've got to look at people's predictions with a massive pinch of salt. Unless they're talking in 100 years' time when we're all dead and buried and rotted away. Pointless, really. So, Pundi, let's have a look at my prediction in terms of what I think. Now, I'm going to take off the supply. I'm going to put it 100 billion supply, okay? Circulating. Maybe less than that, actually. I'll put 120 billion, okay? Because we know the supply can come down with the burns. But the price is incredibly low, guys. Honestly, it really is. And if you've got a bull run in you and you're patient, you will make money. Not financial advice. This is just a low risk investment because of future developments. Knowing the industry, knowing that the coins are going to come down. This obviously, don't put your life savings in this, but if you look at use case scenarios of payment solutions, usage and utility, this has it all with the coin burns. So in terms of predictions, let's times that, which is ridiculous in terms of pricing. We'll go 120, and we're just going to go boom. That is what the market cap would be if the price stays the same. The market cap will keep coming low. Does that make sense? So that is, if the price stays the exact same and we're correcting where the supply is going to be, that is where it will be. However, usually it goes the opposite way. When you put a prediction in, so let's put 0.06 cents now, times, oh God, there we go. I'm using my keyboard for the first time in my life. 120, is that right? There it is. Cool. then it would become a $7 billion asset. Is that impossible? I don't think it is in a bull run, personally speaking. That is 100x, guys, for Pundi. 7.2 trillion, which, as it currently stands, it would make it rank number 4, sorry. Which isn't unrealistic, but you've got to remember the whole market will go up with a bull run, not just this. So, is it an investment opportunity? I think it is. So, what is it? It's a great opportunity for payment solutions, point of sales in all shops around the globe, around the world, and it's got everything really already going for it around in the likes of Dubai. It's got it in Venezuela, Singapore, Nigeria, and Indonesia. It's obviously going to go around the world. So it's there. It's already there. It's working. It's going to get even bigger over time. Partnerships, open source will help out. The wallet, the Function X, the iPhone, all that good. The iPhone, the Phone X. Sorry, you know, silly me. Anyways, there we go. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. If you have invested in this, let me know. And if you do want to join in a challenge, join in the Telegram and say, I want to join the challenge. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to sign anything. Just buy $100 of PundiX and hold it for 5 years. See you tomorrow.